Hi Libra, welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany. We're doing your reading. So this is going to be for the new moon in Gemini, which is on the 14th, and it is a fellow air sign for you, so that should be fun. Furthermore, you just came out in Gemini's reading, so people might be pulling on your scales at this time, right? Because it's the walking through the pillars, right? The glyph of Gemini is the two sides of the coin. So in order to do that, people do employ the scales, which is your energy, to try and be objective. Do they do it well? Maybe. Maybe not. And maybe you feel that at this time, maybe not. So we're just going to look at what's coming towards you. What's your plan? What's your plans? What comes from this planting of a seed? What comes out of the dark, right? What you may not be able yet to see. So let's get into it. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Check out your other placements if this doesn't resonate. If it does, do let me know. We're going to use the Wild Unknown, the Mystic Soul Tarot, and the Movie Tarot. So let's just get into it, please. For Libra, for the new moon in Gemini. Wow, same card came out for Gemini. So this is basically the Knight of Pentacles equivalent, and I have the Eight of Cups with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's you, that's your energy, that's the moon in your sign. So that's some sadness, that's some inability to move, not sure how to move. And then here is returning to something. So maybe some movement that you took has left you in a standstill because now you're considering or contemplating returning. From 5, we come to the 8. That leaves 3 cups in between. I don't know what that means, but we'll get into it. Let's just look a little bit here. So there is a choice that needs to be made, but it's very difficult. It's of an emotional nature. And it's eclipse of some sort. So something has to be eclipsed. Something has to be set aside, separated, disconnected. And it's challenging. There's the separation. There's the cold silence. And somehow we end up in an independent energy of the 9 of Pentacles from the Lovers with the Fool in between. So on the other side of taking a chance, we come into what is managed resources. The bottom, I still have 8 of Wands, which is an exchange. So not sure. There is a spiritual capacity to elevate here with the High Priestess, deep knowing, centering yourself to understand the intuition or the little nudges that come through, and also the Fool, to be able to take a chance and listen, to trust your instincts. I don't know. I have no idea what this is about, but I know that there is emotion at the heart of it. I know that there is a departure, an ending that seems to be the main challenge. Show me this 5 of Cups for Libra, for this new moon in Gemini. All this darkness. Show me this 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and Temperance, right? So there's a 8 of Pentacles. So many of the same cards of Gemini. So very interesting. Of course, these were shuffled. There's no reason for it. 4 of Cups to the 5 of Pentacles to the Temperance. There's a real wish, a real will to get through this, to heal from this, but it's painful. And you've been at it for a while. And that's why you're in this 2 of Swords, because there is no way to go. There is nowhere to go. There's nothing to choose. You're at a crossroads between just what is pain and maybe a little bit less pain. And it's going to take time. Yeah? It's going to take time. You're kind of discerning back and forth between what it was that you have done, right? Your responsibility in this 5 of Cups experience, this 5 of Pentacle experience, and how to transform these pieces of you, how to put the work in to become better, to become wiser, to use this knowledge so that the next time, if there is a next time, you do it differently. Queen of Pentacles, to take care of you first, to put you first. The Chariot, to move on, for truth, for victory, for emotional stability. And again, the 9 of Pentacles. We end in this independence energy. Okay. you're making progress because we go from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. But let's just get a little bit deeper. Let's go into this stillness of the Knight of Pentacles. In this deck, it says Filio, which is sun. But let's just get into it. Show me, please, this Knight of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles. It's hard for you to stop moving or return because independence is the main thing that feels so good at this time. Even if you're in this place of healing, it's really helpful for you to remember that you wielded this for good cause. I don't know what that is. It's going to be different for each one of you. I don't even know that we're talking about a relationship. And the reason why is because you can still have emotionality and a mixed up perspective about what it means to be grateful or to have losses as it relates to business, as it relates to financial choices, as it relates to independence in a career setting. And that could be what I'm looking at. There was a chance that you took, and in that risk that you took, part of you is questioning, did you make the right choice? Maybe it's really difficult. Maybe it's challenging you in certain capacities, but there is an independence here that is truly valued. And even though it's brand new, Page of Cups, it's a brand new experience, and it might make you feel uneasy and awkward at times. You're still independent, and that was the whole point. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, finding itself in my hand at the split, is the 5 of Swords. So there's a way in which maybe sometimes you begin to speak negatively about what you're capable of, and you have to continuously reassure yourself that you are the boss. Let's see one more. The King of Cups. Yeah, the waters rise, and it's difficult, and you're trying to do your best to balance out your earth and your water. Earth and water, right? And part of that is getting grounded and being emotionally responsible. I don't know. Let's look at this 8 of Cups to learn more, okay? I'll just do one shuffle. Show me, because the 8 of Cups would ordinarily be walking away from something, but it's in reverse, which means you're returning to something, or something is returning to you. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Judgment. Okay. Who is your 10 of Pentacles and your 4 of Wands? And why do you go back and forth? How can you maintain? Is it difficult because the relationship that you have with your 10 of Cups and home, 4 of Wands, is somehow, some way getting lost in the busyness, 2 of Pentacles, of your independence in these new career choices, and you're having to use judgment to understand how to balance both of these, the 2 triangles, the Merkaba, up the fire of the masculine, down the water of the feminine. Yeah, you're in a balancing act right now. And we see that with the Temperance too. And you're tempering your soul, your spirit. 1 second. I have allergies and it's killing me. So you're tempering your soul. As much as you are tempering your experience. And I do think that this has to do with balancing your work and your family life. Can I see more about this new moon? What is it actually related to when it comes to the moon? There's Temperance again. There's the moon with the 4 of Cups. There's the 4 of Cups here. This is the daughter of Wands. So that would be the Page of Wands. So it's difficult because this new moon asks you to be excited, right? Because the moon is your hopes. The Empress is here. So that is certainly your energy. The Venus coming through, your desire to be productive, to call to you what you want to see. All the rivers run into you. You want to bring beauty back into the world. And that's how you do, right? Here's Temperance again. This Sagittarius energy is strong here. the center of your reading when it comes to the perspective of the quality of your life. And here we yet again have this Four of Cups. And in this, in the wild unknown, the Four of Cups has a mouse, which we know is always about a lack, a mentality of scarcity. And so you're balancing yourself to recognize that if you return, I don't know to what, these 10 of Cups, Four of Wands, maybe the constraints of your family telling you not to, you know, this, let's say you change jobs, let's say your job asks you to travel a lot, Libra, and your family's like, you're never home. All these complaints about how you're not there for them, but really it's about them, not about you and the goals that you have in mind. And you're doing your best to juggle, and you're doing your best to juggle because this mindset is not where you are anymore, right? There is a birth of a brand new idea as you temper yourself to this Nine of Pentacles. And you, as the change maker, that's what the storks always represent, bringing change to your life. But change takes time, and also progress is always met with protest. So as you use judgment right now to balance out not only feminine, masculine, but the water and the fire of your creation, your creative impulses, your creative power, you're going to be up against resistance in different areas of your life. But you've got to recognize that you have the stamina that it takes, right? Just keep moving through, keep using your fire. Temperance has fire across her chest. She's here. She's the guiding angel of this story. Okay? Right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can I have 3 cards from here? Nine of Swords, but we'll just leave that. Don't worry. Don't you worry. So 2 there. Queen of Cups, Amelie. 8 of Coins, keep working at it. King of Coins, exactly right. Not the first time that we've seen the King of Coins. Here is Willy Wonka, which is fantastic. 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, let's say, is one and the same. The stress of creating life as you see it. Of course, the 9 of Swords, yes. The panic, the anxiety, the how can I keep up with it all. The Magician, remember that you have access to all the tools. There's nothing that you cannot do. It's all about communicating positively and actively with the most power and prowess into the world to call reality to you. So, Queen of Cups, 8 of Coins, King of Coins. This is love yourself, hold your cup full, 8 of Coins, give it 100% of your efforts, and maintain that which you know is important regarding your stability. I think that it's really interesting that you showed the Knight of Pentacles at the start in reverse. And that is that you did not budge. Right? The Knight of Pentacles is very stubborn, fixed perspective, has its eye on the prize, but slowly moves towards its goal. In reverse, it's often a depiction of no movement at all. And then you brought me to the 8 of Cups, which is a return to something that you walked away from because it was not emotionally fulfilling. And this all starts with the first card, which is the 5 of Cups. Which we know in the normal depiction, there are 3 cups that are spilled, 2 cups that are out of sight. And the focus or the emphasis of the character drawn on the card is just looking at the spilled cups, unaware of the 2 cups that are still there. And so in this standstill time where you don't make a move and only contemplate what it is that you've left behind, I think you get a true sense of your own independence here. And I think you get a true sense of what's available for you to birth without the help of anyone else. It's no mistake that the Page of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups have the Temperance and the 8 of Coins. This is all internal work to be sure of where you're moving. And it's stressful. Here's the triangle again. the Hermit. Yep, and yep. Right. Okay. So it is a moon that grants you the possibilities of recognizing, loving your ability to bring change into your life, to surrender that whatever it is other people make demands of you, you can give all that you want to them, but that's not going to bring you to the place that you'd like to be for stability, right? Their idea or their lack, their mindset of loss and lacking you is not translatable to the goals that you have as the magician of your life, as the main character of your life. And part of that is quite difficult, but as I've said to you before, progress meets protest, and change takes time. This is you learning how to walk towards your star. That's what the Hermit does with the star and the lantern. 2 of coins. And it requires a lot of effort to maintain. 5 of coins. Yeah. And there are going to be things that you have to walk away from. The star. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. The Judy Garland moment. You are the main character here. No one else. Okay? All right. This is a moment for planting a seed for the next 3 months at minimum, 6 months at maximum, for what it means to rise to the occasion as the main character in this story. I hope that something here has been helpful for you, or whatever it needed to be. Let me know in the comments, and until the next time I read for you. Ciao.